if you do not have a skill set, it's not really going to help you. Because if you don't know what, it's kind of like what I was talking about with copywriters. I mean, AI can obviously help you, but the point is if you don't understand what a good ad is or what a good brief is, you haven't done it yourself, you don't have the context, AI is just going to spit out whatever it thinks is good. And the problem is AI has so much information. It's very hard for it to actually write really good things. If you're just like, most people will go, hey, this is my brand. Write me a script that will make a winning ad. Enter. Right. And it's just, and then they just get back some stuff. And so to answer your question, we use it a ton, but I just wanted to preface this with, you maybe should use AI if you don't have a skill set of like how to write good briefs or how to write good lines, because you just need to know what good looks like. And I'll give a really good example, because when I was prompt engineering for, we have like this little mini AI program in our community as well. I was prompt engineering, and this prompt, like it's like a 10-page prompt. It's huge. Like it's massive. And well, actually not that massive, but for me, it was big. And I was like, I put it in and it just wasn't spitting it out. And most people, the problem is like, cause I knew what like good headlines look like and what good hooks look like. Most people would be like, oh, this works. Let me just plug it in. Right. But I just kept iterating, kept changing the prompt. And then it was like, boom, like I got it to actually get exactly what I was looking for. But unless I had the skill set or the lens to look through, we use that analogy a lot. Like the lens that you look through to see things is probably not the best. So you got to correct your lens. Unless I had that, it'd be very hard for me to know that the AI was actually doing good work. So with that said, we use AI in a ton of ways. So we use it with almost every single script or every single brief that we come up with. And we also use it in a lot of our landing pages that we build as well. But again, our guys that are using it, they understand what good looks like. So that's the most important thing. We're also using it to analyze ads as well. And so the most important thing to understand with AI is you have to give it examples, and you have to show it like, hey, this is an ad. Like we had an ad that spent $50,000 in a day, one single ad. It was an evergreen ad. And we gave that to the AI, and we're like, this ad spent $50,000 for context. Okay. Break this down, every single component. And a really good way to break down video ads is actually Gemini. A lot of people are using ChatGPT and Claude. Gemini is sick for videos. So for example, we'll take that and we just give context and we just feed the AI these banger videos. And then from there, we're like, okay, now you notice all of this, right? Here's a video that we launched that didn't work. Why do you think? And it's like, oh, well, it's missing this, this, and that. And so now it's like it has the context of what great is. And then we're able to give it, our video that we thought was great that sucked. And it's like, well, here's why it sucked based off of these videos, right? So the context that you give it is super, super important. The examples that you give it are super important, because you need to be very clear when you're talking with it. But that's one way that we use it. Again, like I said, we use it for landing pages, the same kind of thing. Hey, here's a landing page that's converting really, really well. We would like to rewrite one for this brand instead. And then the most important thing as well is like, give it tons of context about your brand as well. Don't just be like, this is my website, or copy your product page description. Like give it your reviews, like give it your research, right? And that's why I'm such a big fan of like even doing research. It's a Alex Hormozy saying where he says like, your work works more on you than you work on it. That's stuck with me for life. But I kind of say that to my team on the research side, where I'm like, the research that you do works more on you than you work on it, because you become the person that understands all of this stuff, right? So for example, I know nothing about, let's just say, being a veterinarian, right? And if I were to go and ask ChatGPT, my dog has these symptoms, what do you think it is? And it just like spits out this stuff. Maybe it's accurate, maybe it's not, but I don't know, because I don't know anything about like, but if a veterinarian saw that, they'd be like, no, that's not accurate at all. Right. And so that's kind of that's the biggest thing. And I know I prefaced with that, but I think for us, we're just able to correct the AI a lot. But when we give it examples, that's like the sauce for us. That's unlocked a lot of really good outputs for us to use. And then I would say another way that we're using it, as much as I said the research point, we are using it to do like deep research now on ChatGPT, where it's just going to pull like a bunch of stuff. But again, we're actually processing it. We're actually reading it, and we're like taking notes. We're not just telling GPT to do deep research and then throw it into another AI and be like, all right, now make me ads. Like we're still going through and reading and processing a lot of the research as well.